I am Divya Mishra and I am presenting here. I am giving the demo for the topic molecular basis of inheritance. Before starting this topic, let me tell you the meaning of the chapter. See, the name is inheritance. In the principle of inheritance, that means the previous chapter, we have already learned inheritance is the transfer of characters from one generation to another generation, right? Now, we know the meaning of inheritance, the how is it going, but the problem is in this chapter we will learn how these characters are traveling from one generation to another generation. That means the molecules which are based here for the transferring of characters. Fine. Now see, we all know that from the very childhood we have learned that everybody told you that the transfers of characters is because of the DNA, everybody says. But actually, from the very starting, do we know that how is it transferring? Do anybody tell us? No, we have to find out how it came. So, let me tell you a short story, and then after that we will start our topic. First one, let me tell you the name of Mixture. But before Mixture also, let me tell you already know about the Mendel, who has experimented on the pea plant from 1856 to 63. Okay, and for the 7 years, and he published his work in 665. Fine. After that, what happened, beta? That mixture came. Now nobody know, very few things we know about the DNA. He just told about the inheritance. The property of the DNA, the structure of DNA can only be known after after 18th century, that means during the 1900 or 1950. Why? Because electron microscope has developed and various scientists have worked on it. Fine. So after the Mendel, Mixture has worked on it 1869. What he did, beta? He took the DNA from the pus cells. He took the DNA from the pus cell. But what is the problem? No, he cannot get the intact cell. The DNA which is got, that DNA is elusive. Elusive means broken. That was broken. It was not completely intact. Fine. तो उसको नहीं मिल पाया वो चीज़, ठीक? तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ? क्योंकि हमारे पास वैसी टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं थी. We don't have that technology. That's why he cannot do so. ठीक? After that, what happened? The more scientists came. Fine. After that, Franklin and Wilkes were there. Okay, their works are also very important. What does Franklin and Wilkes did? That beta, see what he did. He take a test tube, and in that test tube he took the DNA, and there he gave the X-rays. In the X-rays, he got the image of the DNA. Fine, they got the image of the DNA, and they told that okay, this somehow they told us that these are the structures. This helped whom? Watson and Crick to give the structure of the DNA model. Fine, we will come afterwards into it. After Franklin and Wilkes, there was a person called Chargaffs. What Chargaffs said? He said that whether he found the plant cell, whether he found the animal cell, in every cell or the bacterial cell, the DNA are somehow same. There are something which are same in each and everything. He told about A by T equal to G by C equal to 1. What is this formula? We will come afterwards. Let me just tell you the story. After that, what is A, P, G, C? We will come into this part. Fine. This is Chargaff's rule. And after that, Watson and Crick gave the model. Our hero who gave the DNA double helix model was Watson and Crick. In 1953, they gave the model. DNA double helix model. What is that name of the model, beta? DNA double helix model. Okay, we will come, one by one on each and every point of the DNA double helix model. But let me tell you the very first point of the DNA double helix model. So I am doing this if you understand it. Fine. Now see, what I told you that Watson and Crick gave the model, and they said that their first point of the Watson and Crick model. The first point of Watson and Crick model was DNA is made up of two polynucleotide chain. What it is made up of? Two polynucleotide chain. Now see beta, what words are coming here? Two polynucleotide chain. Now my question is that you must be thinking that what is nucleotide? Okay, and know these basic things that DNA and RNA. Okay, both are genetic material, both works. The DNA only converts into RNA and RNA can also convert into the DNA. These topics will come afterwards. Now see, we already know that our DNA has a double helical structure and our RNA has a single helical structure. Fine. It is double stranded. It is double stranded. And this one is single stranded. Fine, single stranded. Okay, ma'am. So the question arises here: what is this strands made up of? Right? What is this strands made up of? I already told you. It is made up of two polynucleotide chains. So you can see here one chain. You can see here the two chains. Fine, two chains are here there, and these chains are made up of a nucleotide. These chains are made up of nucleotide. Fine. This dot which you are observing, it is nucleotide. Same with here. It is also made up of single nucleotide chain. It is also made up of single nucleotide chain. Single nucleotide chain. Okay? Fine. Now see. Now you can observe here these DNA. It is the second primary structure and it is the first primary structure. Fine. Now see, you can see here the nucleotide. Now the question arises, ma'am, you told us that these two strands are made up of nucleotide. But what is nucleotide made up of? Right? What is this nucleotide made up of? Because of which this strand has created. So we will learn that. What is nucleotide and what is this nucleotide is made up of. Fine? So I am removing this. Hope so you understand about polynucleotide beta. See, what is poly? Poly means, if you heard about this poly means many. And nucleotide, I will tell you right now. See, you must have heard about polymers. When I tell you, take a brick, that is a monomer. From that brick, when you create the whole building, that is polymer. Now you said, ma'am, you said polynucleotide and brick, but I didn't get it. Let me tell you one more example, which is the most common example. You must have heard about ethene beta, C2H4, okay? Have you also heard about polyethylene beta? The most common thing which you use in everyday life, that plastic or the polythene which you use. What is the polythene made up of? When C2H4 are joined together, very high amount of C2H4, very huge number of C2H4 will join together, they will form polythene. Like that only, you see the structure of the polythene, they are joined together, they are so hard, they are so tough that we can keep the so hard substance, so heavy substances there. Like that only, our nucleotide joined together and they form the structure of what? They form the structure of the polynucleotide. Fine? Okay, so this is how, like that a polythene, this is how the polynucleotide also. Fine. Now we will come to the main point, that what is this nucleotide made of? Fine. So let me start now with the nucleotide. Fine. Now see, what I said, nucleotide. What is this nucleotide made up of? So beta, the nucleotide is made up of three things. The nucleotide is made up of three things. What are they? First is pentose sugar. First one was pentose sugar. Second one was nitrogenous base. Fine. Nitrogenous base. And the third one was the phosphate group. Fine. Phosphate group. These three things has created our DNA. Now you must be thinking that, ma'am, okay, is these three things, but is there any changes or is there types of the phosphate group or types of the phosphate group, types of the nitrogenous bases or types of pentose sugar is present? And if both DNA and RNA is made up of the same thing, then why they are different? So see beta, you already got the first difference is the DNA is double stranded and the RNA is single stranded. But there are again few changes in the molecules basis, because of which they are different. So first we will know about the pentose sugar. Pentose sugar is two types of beta. Pentose sugar is of two types. First is ribose and second one is deoxyribose. Fine. From the name itself you can understand. Ribose. Ribose means in the RNA, what is the full form of RNA? Ribonucleic acid. See the word ribo is coming here, right? That means, ma'am, okay, it must be present in RNA. Yeah, might be. And see here, what is the word coming? Deoxyribo. What is the full form of DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid, right? Deoxyribo. See the word is coming here. That means it must be present in DNA. But what is the difference between ribose and deoxyribose? Right? See, I will tell you right now. What is the name here, beta? Pentose sugar. See the word pent. Pent means 5. Pent means 5. That means it is a 5 carbon chain. How does it look like? See. You can see the structure. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 5 carbon. Let me tell you. There are few things are present. This is which carbon? Fine. You must be thinking. First, let me tell you 1, first prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 5 and 5 prime. See, 5 carbon chain are present here. That's why it is a pentose sugar. Now, how to understand whether it is a ribose or deoxyribose? Let me tell you. If you can see here, beta, if you can see here at the second carbon chain, if OH is present, you can see the OH is present in the second carbon chain. If in the second carbon chain OH is present, then it is a ribose sugar. Then it is a ribose sugar. How to know that which one will be the deoxyribose? The same thing. Again made the 5 group chain, 5 carbon chain. The same thing here, here, here. But one thing is different. What is that different? Let me tell you. Okay. See, here at the second prime chain, you can see OH group is here, alcohol group is here, right? But here, what happened? At the second prime chain, no OH group is present here. Simply H is present here. And if this is present here, then it is a deoxyribose sugar. Fine? Then it will be a deoxyribose sugar. What I tell you, beta, nucleotide is made up of 3 things. First is pentose sugar, nitrogenous base and phosphate group, right? What is this pentose sugar types? It is of 2 types, ribose and deoxyribose. Ma'am, pentose sugar, 5 carbon chain. 5 carbon are present there. How does it look like? This is how it is going to look like. What is the difference between ribose and deoxyribose? In the ribose, at the 2 prime carbon chain, you will get the OH group. And if that is present, then it is a ribose sugar. Fine. And if no OH group is present in the 2 carbon chain, then that will be a deoxyribose sugar. Simple. Fine. So if it is a DNA, that means this kind of sugar you will find there will be no OH at the second prime chain. And if it is a RNA, then at the second prime carbon chain, there you will get the OH group. Is it clear? I think so you understand about the ribose and deoxyribose sugar, how they on the molecule basis, that means it is made up of carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, these things. This is how they look like at the molecule. And this is because of they are attached together. I hope you understand that. Fine. Next come to the middle one. Let's take the short one. Then we will go to the big one, that is the nitrogenous base. Phosphate group. We already know what is phosphate. So ma'am, PO4 is phosphate. What will be its chain? Simple. P. Okay. Here you will get at the top double bond. Here it will be OH. Here will be OH. Here it will be OH. This is how the phosphate group looks like. Does it look more different? Yes, it can look more different. It can be, you can see also this kind of structure. Here P, double bond O, single bond, right, O minus, O minus, O minus. This is also our phosphate group. This is how it is going to look like. I think so. Is it clear? How does our phosphate group look like? How does the bond forms in the phosphate group? Fine. Then it comes to our nitrogenous bases. I think so. I hope so. It is clear till here. So I am removing this part because there is less space right now. Okay. Let's come to our nitrogenous bases. Fine. Nitrogenous bases is of 2 types. Okay. First is purine and another one is pyrimidine. Okay. Purine and pyrimidine. Now you will say, ma'am, what is purine? What is pyrimidine? How to understand? What to understand? Nothing to worry. It's a common thing. See, in the purine group, you will get the double ring structure. you will get the double ring structure in the purine, while in the pyrimidine you will get the single ring structure. Okay, single ring structure. Here you will get the double ring, you will get the single ring. Fine. So this is how we differentiate between purine and pyrimidine. Now better see, wherever you will get the double ring, wherever you will get the double ring, that is our purine group, and wherever you will get the single ring, that is our pyrimidine. On that basis, purine is of two types. Adenine, we in the short form we say it has capital A, and second one is guanine. Second one is guanine. It is represented as capital G. Fine. Pyrimidine, how does it? It is of three types. First one is cytosine. Second one is uracil, and the third one is thymine. Fine. This is in both we will get the double bond structure, and here we will get the single bond structure. Fine. So this is how we want to differentiate. Now we will also learn what is the structure of adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil, and thymine. Fine. See, adenine and guanine are found both in DNA. In here, only two will be in DNA, two will be in RNA. So cytosine and thymine you will get in DNA. Fine. Cytosine and thymine you will get in DNA, and this uracil you will get in RNA. Thymine is not present in RNA. Fine. Thymine is not present. We will understand this, not a problem. Hope so you understand this clear. Now we will learn the structure of how does our adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil, thymine structure looks like. Hopefully you understand till here, so I can clear it up. Now see, let's just learn the structure of how our adenine is going to look like. See, what I told you beta, कि adenine में क्या होते हैं? Double ring structure होते हैं. ठीक? कितने उसमें कार्बन होते हैं? तो उसमें आपको 9 कार्बन मिलेंगे. ठीक है? सॉरी, कार्बन कितने मिलेंगे आपको? 9 मिलेंगे. 9 कार्बन चेन होता है उसमें. ठीक है? और उसमें आपको क्या मिलेगा? नाइट्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन, ये सब कुछ देखने को मिलेगा. कैसा दिखता है वो, कैसा लगता है, लेक्चर से. तो एडेनिन का जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है बेटा, सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है? बेंजीन रिंग बना देना है. ठीक. उसके बाद जस्ट उसको ऐसे कर देना. ठीक. देखो 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, you can see the 9 carbon is present here. Fine. Now what you do simply here. Okay, here. Fine. What you do? You have to just put here N. Here also put N. Here also put N. Here also put N. Fine. Then here at the 6th position form NH2. Fine. NH2. Then this double bond. This is how your amine look like. Okay. Now see बेटा, ये आपका क्या हुआ? एडेनिन हुआ. पर एग्जाम में आपका केमिकल नेम भी पूछा जाता है कि इसका केमिकल नाम क्या होगा. What will be the chemical name of the adenine? तो देखो, at what position you are getting amino group? You are getting it in the 6th position, right? So simply write 6-aminopurine. It became its chemical name. That's all. Fine. This is how your adenine is going to look like. Fine. Hope so you understand. Next one is beta guanine. Let's just learn about the purine. Then we will start with our pyrimidine. Again the same double bond structure you have to make. So just form here. Okay. This is how you are going to form. Okay. Here what will happen? Here a ketone group will present. Here a amino group will come. Fine. Here you will get NH. The same here N. Double bond here. This is how your guanine looks like. Fine. How to name it? What will be the chemical name? Now see what I told you. It is 2 1 2 2. So there will be 2 amino. Fine. And the oxo group is at the 6th position. So what we can write? 2 amino 6 oxopurine. Fine. This name is going to be 2 amino 6 oxopurine. By at the 2nd position you are getting amino group, and at the 6th position you are getting the oxo group, ketone group. That's why you name it as 2 amino 6 oxopurine. Hope so you understand what is adenine and guanine. How does it looks like in your DNA? How this is going to be looking like. Fine. After that, let's just learn about the pyrimidine group. You understand about this? I am removing this. Fine. So sorry. Let's come to our pyrimidine group. At the very first, I will make uracil, and from there you will understand how it changes into thymine and the cytosine. Okay. First, let me make. So, what I told you, it is a single ring structure. So, at first you have to make a benzene ring, which I created. Fine. After that, see, pyrimidine group is all about the ketone group. Fine. And here you will get second. Here you will get the oxo group. Here NH, here NH, and the double bond is here. This is your uracil. Okay, this is your uracil. Now see, where is the oxo group is present? If we name it as like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the second and the fourth position, you are getting the ketonic group. Its name will be simply 2,4-dioxo. It is a pyrimidine. That is the 2,4-dioxo pyrimidine. Okay, beta. 2 और 4 पोजीशन में आपका क्या आ रहा है? कीटोन ग्रुप आ रहा है, तो उसको हम लोग 2,4-डाइऑक्सो pyrimidine बोलेंगे. केमिकल नाम भी सीखते जा रहे हैं लोग साथ में. ठीक. अब यही यूरासिल जो है आपका, ये जो आपका यूरासिल है, यही कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा किसमें? थाइमीन में. कैसे कन्वर्ट होगा बेटा? सिंपली यू डू द मिथाइलेशन प्रोसेस. व्हाट यू डू द मिथाइलेशन प्रोसेस. 5 प्राइम मिथाइल, मतलब कि 5 कार्बन पे हमें क्या करना है? मिथाइल जोड़ना है. मिथाइल क्या होता है बेटा? मिथाइल हम लोग जानते हैं CH3 होता है. Okay, so make the exactly same bond just at the 5 prime position. What you will form there? CH3. That's all, and that will be our thymine. Fine. This was again the another difference between the DNA and RNA. What I told you, uracil is present in RNA and thymine is present in DNA. So this structure which you are observing, this you will get in only RNA. And the structure which I will create now, the thymine, that you are only going to get in where? DNA. Fine. The same structure I have created, double bond O, NH, double bond O, NH, okay, double bond. Here you will form the CH3 group. This becomes your thymine. What will be its name? 5 prime methyl. What? Pyrimidine. Since it was a pyrimidine, single carbon chain. This is your thymine in a common language. This become your thymine. Understood? Just we do the methylation process and the 5 carbon chain methyl group is added and this becomes the thymine. Understood? Then comes here beta, what will happen to convert uracil into cytosine? Same process. What we will do here, we did here methylation process. Now we will do here amination process. अमाइनेशन मतलब अमाइनो एसिड, मतलब कि NH2 ऐड हो जाएगा. तो जब NH2 ऐड होगा तो यही आपका क्या बन जाएगा? साइटोसिन बन जाएगा. तो इसका स्ट्रक्चर कैसा होता है बेटा? फिर से हम लोग क्या करेंगे? वी विल क्रिएट दैट बेंजीन रिंग, 6 कार्बन चेन, एंड देयर हियर व्हाट वी विल ऐड? NH2, हियर द डबल बॉन्ड O, हियर N, हियर NH, एंड दैट्स ऑल. फाइन. दिस बिकम योर साइटोसिन. साइटोसिन. Fine, this become your cytosine. अब इसमें देखो क्या नाम होगा उसका? 2 पोजीशन पे ऑक्सो है ना, 4 पोजीशन पे अमाइनो है ना, तो सिंपली राइट 2 ऑक्सो 4 अमाइनो pyrimidine. It became its scientific name. ठीक, तो सिंपली हमने क्या किया बेटा? एक pyrimidine बनाया uracil. ये स्ट्रक्चर था, इसमें 2 कीटोन ग्रुप थे. एक था 2 पोजीशन पे, एक था 4 पोजीशन पे. ठीक है. इसी में जब हमने मिथाइलेशन प्रोसेस किया, मतलब CH3 ऐड किया, तो ये आपका किसमें कन्वर्ट हो गया? थाइमीन. 5 कार्बन पे आपका मिथाइल जुड़ गया, ये थाइमीन हो गया. इसका नाम 5 मिथाइल pyrimidine. फिर इसी यूरासिल में जब आप अमाइनेशन प्रोसेस करोगे, मतलब NH2 को ऐड कर दोगे, तो यही आपका किसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? साइटोसिन. यहाँ आप देख सकते हो 2 पोजीशन पे आपका क्या है? ऑक्सो है. दैट्स व्हाई वो ऑक्सो. एंड 4 पोजीशन पे क्या है? NH2 है. तो इसको हम लोग क्या बोल देंगे? अमाइनो pyrimidine. होप सो यू अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक. तो न्यूक्लियोसाइड में मैंने क्या बोला था आपको बेटा? पेंटोस शुगर, नाइट्रोजन बेस और फॉस्फेट ग्रुप. इन तीनों का स्ट्रक्चर हमने बना लिया. एक और नाम आता है न्यूक्लियोसाइड. वो क्या होता है और साथ में बॉन्ड कैसे बनते हैं। अब देखो मैंने क्या बोला, इन 3 चीज से मिले हुए हैं, पर अगर मान लो कि मैं एक ह्यूमन हूँ, मेरे साथ कोई खड़ा है, तो अगर जब तक हम लोग एक दूसरे का हाथ टाइटली नहीं अटैच करेंगे, क्या बॉन्ड बन सकता है? नहीं बन सकता है। हम लोग अलग अलग रहेंगे तो कैसे एक दूसरे से जुड़े रहेंगे, राइट? गिर सकते हैं ना। दो चीज़ को जोड़ने के लिए, मान लो कि आपके पास 2 ब्लॉक है, उसके लिए जोड़ने के लिए आपको फेविकॉल चाहिए ना, so that you can stick them together like that only to join. For example, if I am joining pentose sugar with phosphate and pentose sugar with the nitrogen base, I need a fevicol for there. What is that fevicol? That fevicol is the bond. What is that bond? We will learn about those bonds and how they are attached together. Fine, we will learn now that in the DNA, how many types of bond can be observed in the DNA.